Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Army Black Knights offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Air Force's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Crosses the 45. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking for a gap. It's Harris. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end. Might have misread that one. Would have been better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he'll give up the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick off.
Oh, better look out!
Return is tackled out at the
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game.
It's a running room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Falcons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Makes the catch. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, haven't it? Like you got the defense that put 2 on the board. Now the special teams adds 3. All we need next is the defense to score. And wait a minute. Hey, guys, are we in Iowa?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Open space at the 25. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Catch in the middle, it's short. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Give to the big fullback. Finding open areas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Buying some time. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At the 22. Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to beat him to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love DBs that want to tackle. They get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Roberson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He's going to take off. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. There he goes. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Finds the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army, time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Black Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Falcons decide to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air, it's Coleman. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Using his legs, it's Latham. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll go to the toss. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Now on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the option. The pitch. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job of assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Fullback's got it. He's loose. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the fullback. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 4. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Reed. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Handoff to the fullback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Goes to the option. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Running to Green. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Quick step and go. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. That ball is live in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Here's the pressure. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So now it's second and long. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Now facing a third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's short. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The option look. Quick toss. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback. You're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Big fullback's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it up the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Falcons. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got room to work. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Gain of 2. 3rd down coming.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback keeps it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play. Coming up, 4th down.
The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt.
Formation to kick it away.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It is difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Gain of 1. It's 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Defense picks it up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Look out, he's got room. Past the 45. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I love the decision to keep the football on the option right there. That reminds me of Ahmad Bradshaw, who recently at Army, member, led him to a 10-win season, set a single-season record with over 1,700 rushing yards. Did it from the quarterback position because he made good decisions, knew when to keep the football, was keying and had his eyes where they needed to be. That's exactly what this guy just showed you on that last point.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And the Black Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll try the toss to the left. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Falcons line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll send the back in motion. The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the ball is free on the pitch. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in defending the option right now. Guys are playing us.
Turning on the Jets. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. At the end of the quarter, Air Force has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here comes the 2-point try. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Coleman. Under fire. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here comes the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this quarterback has tried to do some damage in this game with his feet. He just hasn't been able to. Just nowhere for him to go so far, and you saw it on that last play there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got enough for the first down. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
He's tackled at the 41. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The Falcons send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, a lot of space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the 1st down. Great effort on 4th, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Boom. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Pocket breaking down. It's a seam wide open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sticks it in his belly. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On the option. Now the toss. Wide open spaces. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On the move. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Banks. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Black Knights can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fortner. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Back to throw, it's Coleman. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Black Knights are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running with the fullback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. try to get it to the edge. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off, but defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Gets it out fast. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.